Chapter 6 Flavoring Tactics. One of the things that make kombucha great is that you can add a variety of flavors so you are never bored with the same old kombucha. Every batch will already taste a little different because of different concentrations of type of bacteria, but by adding flavoring, you'll open up a whole new world of kombucha flavors. What to add? There aren't really any rules about how you flavor your kombucha, so you'll have to experiment to find out what works best for you and what flavors you like best. You can add fresh or dried herbs, spices, fruit juices, fresh or frozen fruits, and berries, or any combinations of these to produce a complex, deliciously flavored kombucha that you'll love. When to add? You'll always want to add this at the end of the initial brewing process. If you're doing batch brews, that means at the end of the brew. For continuous brewing, you'll add flavoring when you remove the kombucha you're going to drink. If you're going to do a second brew, then you'll do this before that second brew. Second brew. To get a fizzier kombucha, you'll want to do a second brew. First, put the kombucha in airtight bottles. Then, add the flavoring. If you're not adding any fruits or juices, you'll need to throw in a couple of raisins or a small amount of honey to feed the bacteria during the second ferment. Then, seal the bottle tight and allow it to set out in room temperature out of direct sunlight for 1 to 3 days. The amount of time you need to do the second brew will depend on how much fizzier you want your kombucha and the temperature. At higher temperatures, the kombucha will ferment faster, so you need less time. At lower temperatures, it will need a few more days. When you're happy with it, you can refrigerate the bottles to slow or stop the fermentation. How to add? When adding fruit, the best way to get a more intense flavor is to cut or crush the fruit into smallest possible pieces, because the more surface area of the fruits that are in contact with the kombucha, the stronger the flavor will be. Adding fruit will also give you a much sweeter kombucha compared to adding herbs or spices alone. You'll need to add about half cup every 3 to 4 cups of kombucha. When adding herbs and spices, it's better to do a second ferment because this gives them time to disperse their flavors throughout the kombucha. Generally speaking, dried and crushed herbs and spices will produce a stronger flavor in a shorter amount of time compared to fresh herbs. Here's our list of common kombucha additives and how much needs to be added per 3 to 4 cups of liquid. Cardamom, 2 pots. Cinnamon, ½ inch of a stick, crushed. Fennel seed, 2 teaspoons. Vanilla, 1 split bean. Ginger, ½ inch grated fresh. Lavender buds, 1 tablespoon. Hibiscus leaves, 1 tablespoon. Rose petals, 1 tablespoon. Don't be afraid to get creative with your mixing and matching of fruits, herbs, and spices to make your own unique kombucha flavors. In the next part, we will delve deeper into equipment and supplies you'll need to produce your own kombucha.